Welcome to Comfy Cozy Up, guys. So we are in February. We need to keep it pushing. I'm so waiting for spring. So I am going to start off with the glasses situation before we get into the books and a kind of haul. And yeah, so I recorded when I went to get my eye exam, and which I do every year for Vlogmas. So this was in December, and my glasses were supposed to take 2 weeks to get to me. 2 weeks turned into a month and a half. So there was several delay. First delay was the cut of one of the glasses. Oops. The second delay was they forgot to mail it to me. And the last delay was they mailed it to the wrong address. So there was drama. Anyway, I'm glad my neighbors were very honest and turned them in. So we're going to start with the one that had the most drama in terms of the cut, and they had to send it off to somewhere else. And this is the first one. So this is the one that I thought was really funky, and I just wanted it because it was funky. And I like, because if I have to wear glasses, my whole idea is it needs to have something extra about it, and this is extra. So here we go. And let me tell you, I can see so clear with these. So I love these. These are like my mood glass. I just love these. These are just, I saw these and I was just like, yes. I've had a similar shade, color pattern like this, the animal skin looking, I think I call these tortoiseshell, something like that. And I loved it, but I never had a frame like this before. This is like a completely different frame from many glasses I've had. Actually, both of them are. So yeah, you will see a lot of this. Then the one that I fell in love with first, and I think you guys can see that when I did the video, and that is these. These are the Versace ones, and love these. The color was the first thing, and the shape, again, I've never had nothing this shape before. It's like a sort of cat eye, but not really. And I was like, yeah. So these are like my regular everyday. I wear these. I got this on Saturday. So it's been 2 days now I had these, and this is the ones I've been wearing the most. But for this video, I'm gonna put on the funky ones just because I haven't worn it since I got it. It's just been in the case. So we're gonna put this one back on, and we're gonna rock with this for this video. Let's start with books. So I completed one book so far, and I will give you the wrap up at the end. You guys know how I typically do my reading vlogs, and this is post-traumatic. So I just wanted to get into it, and I figured let me just get this one over with, and I was happy I did that. The book that I'm going to read is, I thought it was a nonfiction. I'm glad some Dee Dee from Brongo reading. Someone else told me also that it was nonfiction in the comments. Tell me that it was fiction, and this is a short story collection. I just cracked it open. I haven't really dig in, but I love that it's short story because I get to like pause and stop if between stories, because the pick, if you guys saw the shorts, then you know Anna Karenina, Leo Tolstoy. I read War and Peace maybe almost 10 years ago. That's the only other book I read from this Russian author. So this is the book. It is chunky. It is over 800 pages. So, well, yeah, it's a little over 800 pages. It's 800, and this edition I have 817 pages. So I will be reading this in between all the books that I read. And let's just say Madame Bovary was probably the other book that I would say where it was scandalous, that I was having a good time with that book. This one also got some scandalous behavior. It has some infidelity, some cheating going on with this couple, but it focused on the woman who, was a part of the scandal. I'm not that far in. I'm literally like 42 pages in this book. But I'm going to be chipping away. I'm hoping to finish it in February, but there's a possibility that this might run into the beginning of March because of the other books that I really want to read and get into. And so that's it for the books. Now let's get into a mini all, as in fabric haul. And when I did the video where I show you what I have as far as material, I didn't have much, guys. So I knew I had to somewhat do a little bit of fabric shopping. So I went to 2 different places and I got, let's start with the, where did I put, hold on, that took some, all right. Let's start with the patterns that I picked up. Jumpsuit is my favorite outfit to wear. I own a lot of jumpsuit and I want to be able to make my own. So I have 2 that I picked up. This is a Simplicity old one that's been out for a while, but I think this is going to be a really, really nice one to make. That's lightweight and that's going to be great for spring and summer because you can make it long sleeve and you can make it short, or you can make it into a shorts or pants. And then this one I love, but I'm going to be doing B, which is the middle one, not this pattern. It's just going to be a plain jersey kind of pattern because I think you can use, I didn't even open it to see the fabric recommendation that they have on there. Yeah, it does have jersey on there, so that's good. And then I have this dress that I want to do. Love it. Again, perfect for spring and summer. Like I said, I'm not making anything winter. I have this top, which I like, which is going to be a challenge because of the bust area. But I want to challenge myself because I need to learn how to do a better cutting of sizing my body properly. So yeah. And then we have this skirt that I can do with chino or denim, or so I have some material that I can use for this skirt. And these are the only patterns so far. I think I don't need any more pattern for a while because I have a pattern I need to use. So let's start with the jersey material. So then we have this green one. We have this pink. And we have this one, which is not a lot. It's only two yards, so I'm not going to get much, nothing. I'm not sure what I can even make out of this. So that is, let me move that over. I also got blades for my cutter because it was starting to get thin. And then for the other material, other place, my fabric store had some good stuff. So I have this because it's not what I want to use for the top. Then we have this one. I have the green dress that I made. I went and got the white version for it because I think I want to make that same dress in white. This is what I hope to use to make this dress. So this is what I hope to use. These are just for some really nice flowy structured top, not flowy top, like a shirt, similar to this one in the bottom. And then these are going to be for some pants. This is for this season, to be honest with you. I could get away with it. Yeah, it's not as thin, but it's not too thick. But I'm going to be making some pants with this one. Then I was excited. Oh, no, one more. And then I got some white. I got super excited because for the last year I've been looking for stretch denim, and everywhere I went they just didn't have any. So I finally got some stretch denim. They're 1%. One is 1% and one is 2%. It doesn't feel that much stretchy, to be honest with you, for the 1%, but there is some stretch. So I'm going to use it for some pants, but like tailor looking pants. Let me tell you, I might have to wash this again. I washed it as soon as I came home because the dye on this is serious, but I'm going to have to wash it again because look at my fingers. And then this one is a 2%, and this one doesn't have that strong dye issue, but this one is going to be for that dress that I think I put it away that I want to make. So that's what I'm saving this for. But the other one's for pants, but I'm gonna throw that right back in the washing machine because that dye is still wrong. That's it for right now. I have been working on some junk journal. I finished 2, and there's 3, but 2 I finished. The third one is almost done. It's just those tags that I got to work on, but I think I'm going to save making those tags for doing some videos where I do shorts or some TikTok, and for those insert. But and I'll give you a glimpse in this video where you get to see some of what I've made. So there's one that was completely different. I made a traditional one that I've been, my style that you guys are familiar with, but it was a little bit different in terms of how I collaged the cover. But then the second one that I made was completely different, and I absolutely love it. It was more of a bohemian look. And then the other one that I did show you guys when I started it, that's the one that I did not finish all the tags that I'm going to do videos with for doing the tags. But let me pick it up and show you that one. So this is the one that I did the video on, one of the videos where you guys got to see. So you can see I have a nice bookmark in it. So I did do one tag that's in the front of it, but the insert is done. It's like I said, it's just I need to complete some of the tags that I have in here. I mean, there's tags. Oh no, actually that one was done. There's tags in the back, I believe. Yeah, so there's tags in the back that's just not done yet. So I'm gonna do a video of some of that, and then I'll give you like a flip through of inside. But this one I was my first like cloth, completely cloth outside. And then the other ones you will see it's a little different. They're all different. I'm trying to like be creative with these. So that's the update for right now, and I will get to some journaling and eat. And yeah, and then there's other things that's happening this week that I hope to share hopefully soon. But other than that, and then the sewing, there is a sewing project I want to start. It's already cut and everything is ready to go. I just need to sit down and start doing those pants. And yeah, so alright guys, seen a few. I love these glasses. Let me know, y'all. Let me know if y'all like my funky glasses. I know they're a little bit different. Alright. Why? Oh. Hey guys, so read 5 stories so far in this book, and some I loved, some was just okay. I don't hate any of them, so that's a good sign. But some was just okay. I liked so far the first story, which was the suitcase. The McKenna, aka Mac, aka Huey freaking Newton. Some of these stories were, I would say, immigrant stories. Some was okay. That the wall was okay. Is it the wall? No, the street sweeper was okay. The wall wasn't bad. The wall pertaining to the Berlin Wall. So these a lot of stories are from like the late 80s, or set in the late 80s or early 90s. Not what I expected. I think the title kind of threw me off a little, and the title is the actual of one of the story. So it'd be interesting when I get to that short story to see why the author chose to title the short story this. It started out giving that feel for why it was titled that for the first story, but then as I'm reading it, I'm realizing I'm trying to get the metaphor of the title. But I'm still turning the pages, and that's where we're at. I break out the serger today, so I'm thinking I'm going to start the sewing project today. But I'm also feel like I need to go back to sleep. So we'll see how we go, and I'll see you in the next clip. Hello, so let's give you a rundown for this week. So the first book that I read was Post Traumatic, and this is Chantel V. Johnson. This is a debut novel, and this is about a lawyer that is in the eye of people, has made it. However, she is the example of someone who experienced childhood trauma, somebody who has experienced sexual abuse and seen some very horrible things in her family, and how she survived it, or how she copes with it. And in this, you see that some things will never be the same. There's some things that she will never get over. There's some experience that have moments of that will trigger her, and have this fear of certain things that will just become a part of her forever, that kind of deal. She also took on a job that wasn't quite what I would say a healthy choice, in terms of she is a lawyer for people who are in a psychiatric institution, and so oftentimes there's that wanting to save, and not seeing what not being able to do a lot of things that she wants to do. So there's that struggle in this. Also, the people she associated with, her friends, who are also people who have experienced some form of trauma, that you see how she clings to that. You also see how she chooses the men that she gets involved with, and why. I thought this was an interesting take. It is a much heavy storyline in terms of dealing with trauma, but I think oftentimes in books it talks about the before, or maybe right after, but it doesn't talk about years of what the person had to experience. So I thought this was interesting, reading a book that focused on when time has gone by, and these young individual who were young and lost their innocence. There's like this conversation with one individual set that talks about the first time, and how she had to redefine what the first time is versus for the average person is completely different. And I thought that was an interesting take. It is a heavy, it's not going to be for everybody cup of tea because there are some trigger warning in terms of conversations that are had with this. But nevertheless, I think books like this is important for people who are learning to live with the trauma, and that be realistic that it doesn't go away. It's something that you have to learn to live with, and how you cope is important. So I appreciate this story for that. Then we have a down home meal for those difficult time, Miriam Haldera. So this one I was had mixed feelings about, because with short story collection is a hit or miss in terms of, do you like every story? And in this case, no, I did not like every story, but there are quite a few strong ones that I absolutely love. And this book really dealt with a melting pot of different things. You are talking immigration, you're talking family, political things, career aspirations and stuff like that. So I thought overall it was okay, but there's just really some really strong ones. I absolutely love where is it at? Kind Stranger. I thought that was great. I love it. The Suitcase. The title one, which was, a down home meal for difficult time. I thought that was a really good one. Prelude. That was really good as well. There's quite a few. The Swearing In, that was interesting one, how they end it. But it really gives that immigration feel of starting over in a different country, or starting over in a different city, and the experience, and what basically, what is home? What is home? That conversation that you can have with this book. So overall, I say it's a yes, but it's not a very all the way love for every story. There's just some story just not memorable at all, or it didn't give me enough. But then there are some story that I'm really like loved, and will, even for just those story, I would say read it. But it's a debut, and I'm looking forward to see if she writes a full novel, But short story collection, again, it is sometimes you get those strong ones, but she had a lot of blurbs in his back. I'm just seeing my boo, which books. I'm hoping his book comes out soon. There's no date yet, but Chigozie. Yeah. All right, so let's talk about my art and craft for this week. This week, my pants was a fail, guys. So I attempted to do the same pants again. I got everything done except for, of course, I didn't put the waistband on, because when I tried it on, I got the zipper in nice, even though I think I should have gotten the a longer size, because of where the crotch lies. I thought the zipper could have been a little longer, but that could also be adjusted if I really, really, really cared to. But it's too small, guys. I made the back one, so you can see it's two. The first one, and it was a tad bit small, and I was like, okay, just add. But for some reason this one is smaller than the first one I made, and I was just like, I cannot win. So I'm gonna give up on this pattern. I'm gonna find another pattern, because I think the sizing is just, it doesn't make sense. I literally made it 2 sizes bigger than what I am, and it still came out. I don't know if it's because the pleats on the front and then the back has a dot. Maybe that measurement is what thrown me off on this pants. But I really love this pants, and I really want to make some, because these are such a business casual friendly kind of pants. But everything came out fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish it. I'm going to put the band on and the buttons and see if they fit my mother. My mother's lost a lot of weight, so hopefully they're not too big on her, because it might be. But either way, I can take in the waist and the dots in the back to fit her. But it's just, for me, it was a bust, and I was highly disappointed because I was just so excited for this pants. I mean, everything came out good. It was an easy one to sew. I literally got it. Even the pockets were really nicely done, but it's too small. So that's a bust on this week's sewing project. So here goes. I show you one of the junk journals. This one I'm gonna save for the next video because I think this needs a little bit more highlight, and this video is already long. But yeah, I'll get a sneak peek on that. That is so far my favorite this year because of how I tried. I was trying so hard to be creative with this one, and I really love how it came out. So we'll talk about that. This one is very much my classic brown paper bag junk journal. This is one that I feel like is like a thing. What I did different this time is I used 2 different craft paper, and I did this form of collage. So you see this one different from the side, and the stitches that's going down in the center makes it, gives it a little bit more edge. And of course, I think I have 2 different ones on here. Yeah, so I have 2 one in the front here, and I have another charm in the back. So let me set up this and give you like a glimpse in this one. All right, so as you can see up close, you see the stitch line going down. That's connecting both of these craft paper. So of course, and I had the book edge protector, and you can see the charm, which is a cute heart, and the back of it of course has another charm which said made with love. And we have a pocket in the back, so something can go back here, and I added some little things on there. I love this rose as well. So let's get inside. So in here we have a tag, which I always do, and these tags are going to be perfect. Again, you can do a journal on this. You could just write a brief note if you want on there. And then we have another side here, but I also didn't show you. I did the same thing for this side as well. And we have here, and there's a little note paper that I put in here that you can use. This one is something I added that was different. So we have a pocket here, and it can store whatever. And then you have a booklet, and there's multiple things. You will have a tag that's in the booklet. Again, write anything you want on the back and stuff it back in. And it's a booklet, so you have, again, pages that you can write whatever you want in there. And then you just stick it back in the pocket. Lots of writing note with every one of my journal. It is, I mainly think of people who are writers. So my journal have a lot of writing room. And you can see I have a tag here, but you can write on this if you want. And okay, tag again. We have some lined papers. There's a lot of letters, and I'm hoping that the letters like used as inspiration. It's the H. Maybe find a word with the H that you can use as inspiration to write. There's some dotted ones line here. Here you can always put a paper on top of this, or a photo or anything you want on top of this. There's space in the back to do writing. Again, there's a T here. Again, inspiration to use for word of the day. There's some blank pages to write on. These are all color splashes that I did. And you can write, again, a lot of writing room. And again, I put Lanston Hughes in this as poetry, and I thought because it has like that pink flair that maybe, you know, can write a lovely poem. This is an article that is in there, and you'll see the other side in a minute that is associated with it. And this is the middle. Again, you have F, so you can use a word of the day with that. And there's more. There's the other article, and this guy is very important, and I feel the person who read this, because this is Louis Armstrong, that they can look up the story from that. This is the other half of the story that associated with Lanston Hughes. So there's something to actually read that's in there and maybe get an inspiration for. And I thought that was like an interesting touch on here. Then you have these blank pages again ready. There is a K right here. So of course, word of the day inspiration. There's a Q, you know, word of the day inspiration. More blank pages, more line page, lots of writing room. And here goes another word that a letter that you can use for the word of the day, which is an M. We have another tag here. Again, you can write on the back and put your notes or your journal for the day on there. And then, of course, you have this lovely floral. Again, you can put a picture or something on there and use it still. More lined paper. And then, of course, you have another writing area. And here. And then you have O, another inspiration. Blank page. And then we have another pocket. And in this pocket, we have a tag. And this one I absolutely love. You have these words and, you know, floral thing. And then in the back, you have this area that you can write on. And then you just stick it back. But you can always put whatever you want in these pockets. And then in the back, you have this blank. Again, you can put something on there and write. And then you have these notepads. So these are all notepads that you can use. And you have this bookmark. So this bookmark is really nice. You just use it. You can just put it on here, when you write or wherever you stop. So it's a great bookmark, and it's long. It goes all the way out. And that is it. And you just close it back up. And you clip it. And that's it. So that is the first completed one that I'm showing you guys. Again, I will show you the other one in the next video, which I love, and it's a little different. But I tried to add something different in each of them just to give it a different feel. And again, none of my junk journal are exact the same. The cover is always different. And I add something different each time to just give that a nice feel. So anybody that gets my junk journal knows no one else is going to have the same junk journal that you have. And I'm going to keep it that way. It's just fun. It is very fun for me, and it's very calming and therapeutic in a way for me. So I will continue making them and sharing them with you. So I am, let me shut this down, going to end this video here. There will definitely be a weekend vlog that will be on Tuesday, because I am starting to think of spring, because I am going to start doing a few seeding this weekend. Not a lot, just a few of the things that I want to seed for this weekend, and as time goes on I will be adding stuff because the temperature was pretty warm today. It was 50 degrees. I have some pots in the outside that I'm hoping in the morning I can get and clean out and plant a few things and have them in the areas that I know sun comes through, and that will start my gardening for the spring. So yeah, so I'm excited because I'm not a winter person, guys, but I'm excited to see what I can do for spring. So I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you like the junk journals. This one, I think it's pretty cute, and you never know what on this channel what I'm gonna do with some of these. So your opinion matters in terms of what you like. But I am excited to show you guys this one. I mean, I love this. This is so different, and I will go through that in the next video. So see you guys. Thanks for watching, and come back. All right, bye.